I'm Leo Walder for Kit Guru. I'm here at FSP UK, the power supply people. I'm here with Joey, who's just come over from Taiwan. We've been having a conversation about power supplies, and Joey has their Dagger SFX power supply, which was announced at last Computex and has just come into reality. So the power supply that Joey has just down beside him, we'll be showing in a second, is going to Kit Guru for review. Joey, small form factor, the Dagger. Show us the Dagger.
This is the Dagger.
Now, I saw that at Computex last year. It's taken 9 months or so to become a reality. It's a tiny SFX power supply, small form factor. What's the future for small form factor?
We are thinking about the 4K gaming and the VR system will be getting popular because people would like to enjoy the game with the VR or 4K gaming, and they would like to build up a very powerful small PC in their living room for those gamings.
Right.
So we think by that building, they may request a small power supply with the high power density and also high power wattage output. So this is the time for a small form factor and high wattage power supply.
Now, this is obviously going in a mini ITX system or a micro ATX system. It could possibly go in a full ATX system, but that seems a bit peculiar. In a smaller system with the power supply like so, graphics card here, you get substantially better airflow to your graphics card. So you're helping the cooling of the entire system. It's not just a power supply thing.
Yeah, we also reserve more space for the ventilation area of graphic cards when the power supply built in.
Because the intake is here for the graphics card, cabling comes out the front. 600 watts in a unit that's about half the size of a regular ATX power supply. How long has this taken to develop?
In fact, we spent more than a year to develop how we install a very high power density component into that small space of the power supply cage.
Okay. I believe you said that FSP has 400 engineers back at headquarters.
Yeah. At FSP Group, we have more than 400 engineers to develop different type of power supply, including like industry power supply, PC power supply, and also medical power supply parts.
We've seen recently your twin module power supply. We've now got SFX. We're having a discussion that you have another innovation coming for Computex you're hoping to show off, where you improve the cooling of the components within your power supply. This seems quite surprising for a company that's been around for 20 years in the power supply market, that you're continuing to innovate after all this time.
Yeah, we are thinking the whole PC industry challenge is how you solve the heat and the power conversion issues during the power transmitting. So we think about what can we do hybrid thermal solutions for the power supply. So we try to dissipate the heat from those hotspot components by different hybrid thermal solutions, such as we try to conduct heat from the metal surface, then conduct that metal surface to the thermal pad, and conduct that heat to the cage of the power supply.
Now, obviously there you're talking in general terms because this is something you're developing, but this is a product that you are expecting to actually show at Computex 2017, so only a very few weeks away now.
Yeah, and if we can dissipate the heat from those process or those technology smoothly, then we may implement that technology to our generic PC power supply. And we would like to demo our secret weapon at Computex this year.
Secret weapon, okay, well that's it. So we've got Hydro and other names like that, and Dagger. So the secret weapon power supply, yes, I'm guessing that won't be its actual finished name. In the UK, in this office here, I'm surprised to learn you actually have 10 members of staff. To the best of my knowledge, most companies in the UK, power supply companies, if they have anyone in the UK, it's one marketing person driving around selling. Is the UK presence for FSP, is the UK a particularly significant market, or have you a similar presence in each country throughout Europe?
We have a similar organizations in different countries, such as Germany, France, and also America.
So we're not special. We're not specialists.
But of course, UK is a unique market, so we need a special employee to support special application here.
Actually, on the subject of special, we were looking earlier at the insides. You were going through the components of power supplies, pointing to the parts that do different functions. And this is something that surprised me, was that you were pointing out that a number of the components are to clean up the mains power coming in before it's converted to go inside the PC. The irony that we in the UK are paying for components we don't actually need, because the mains grid here is very good as it is across Western Europe. Other countries that have, frankly, shonky power grids, they require better power supplies than we require in Western Europe. We could actually have cheaper, lower specified power supplies in Western Europe than, for example, India. India has a horrible power supply grid compared to the UK. This is a surprise. It's not a surprise the power grid is worse, but they require better power supplies there.
Yeah, to answer your question, yes, because in Western Europe, especially in UK, your AC mains is very stable and reliable. So you don't need to use the very high stress component to your power supply. But to some AC mains is not very stable and it's not very reliable, such as the India you talk about. They may need to design in the high stress component in the power supply.
So to take that to the next level, so countries that are likely to want to spend less on PC components, taking India as an example, they need better quality power supplies, but are probably prepared to pay less than we Western Europeans, who have better power grid, are able to pay for better power supplies, and yet we don't actually need them to be as good. This is a real surprise to me.
Yeah, but the truth is they are also suffering for their cheap power supply because they don't care about less stress components. So they usually just design in the generic component to their power supply, and the reality is the power supply life is not longer than the power supply you buy here.
Okay. Also on that, just to address a point that's come up occasionally in power supply reviews, the classic quality of components. So there is a scale: Japanese capacitors at the top, Taiwanese in the middle, Chinese at the bottom. Performance is the same. It's a reliability issue and a longevity issue.
If we only talk about the performance in short time, yes, performance is almost the same. Right. But if we talk about the performance in the long while, then of course the Japanese capacitor performance is better than the Taiwanese and also better than the China.
And in that context, long while is how long? A year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years?
We have to say more than 3 years.
More than 3 years, okay. Okay, so that's Joey from FSP. I'm Leo Walder for Kit Guru, and we're here at FSP UK's office.